Hi friends, I'm Laura. Welcome back to my channel, and this is going to be a longer video. I will be posting this for Sunday, and so you can watch it anytime you want, or just put it on and just let it roll. We're going to be making a lot of jewelry today, a little bit of everything. You're going to want to probably watch this. I think I know how to do chapters. I will try. I will try. I am not exactly sure. I think I have to go down in the comments and put like timestamps. I don't know. I've never done it, guys. I've never done it. But let me introduce you a little bit to my channel. This is a beading channel. I do a little bit of everything. And you're going to hear the building rattle. You're going to hear the big door out here rattle. It is what it is. I do have my heater going, but I do have my door open to let any condensation out of my camper because it's getting chilly, and this camper works like a, I don't know, ice box. It just lets the condensation in here, the coolness, and when I light my heater, it just like everything gets damp. So I am purchasing this winter for this winter a, what do you call it, dehumidifier. It's something that I really lacked last winter, and when I had the heat on, the walls literally were wet. So that is one of my goals for this year, is to have a dehumidifier going in here. It will also make it easier to heat and everything, so amazing. Down in the description box below is going to be all kinds of information. So don't forget to hit that more and then hit more again, because there's so much down there, including coupon code for Bargain Bead Box, which is one of my subscription services. It will save you $2 off, and the code is Dragonfly2, all capital letters with the number 2 at the very end. It will save you $2 off your subscription. First month subscription to Bargain Bead Box, which is only $23 a month, shipped directly to your door. And it is jam-packed every month, full of all kinds of goodness. This is bought at their sister site, Beadbox Bargains. When you join Bargain Bead Box, you get a 30% off coupon code that will save you 30% off on your order all month long, as many times as you want to use it over and over and over again. I also have items here from Lima Beads, one of my favorite places to shop, and I think I have you tilted a little bit. There we go. And Lima Beads has amazing sales off and on. You want to hop on and get their email list. And these were only 18 cents a piece. I'm going to do them 2 different ways. I forgot to bring, oh wait, maybe I have some next to me. If not, I'll have to get up and get it, is my chain for these. But I'm going to do these 2 different ways. That's why there's 2 here. I have my copper chain. I'm going to put copper chain on both of these. They're going to be very unique in both ways. So those are 2 of my most favorite companies. I also have a subscription service that should be here sometime next week that I absolutely love. Sorry, I had to pause. I felt a cough sneak up on me, and I didn't want to cough on video. Anyways, my other subscription box I absolutely love is Craftica, Check Beads exclusive, and it is absolutely wonderful. I love that box. But I may sneak some of them into my projects here today. I don't know what I'm going to be making. There's going to be earrings, bracelets, necklaces. Like I said, it's going to be a little bit of everything. I'm going to be making a lot of items for ladies' night out. Also, down in the description, my brother is having a Pampered Chef party, and they are having a like a early Black Friday sale. Amazing items. I'm linking his party down below. he's after something special. His lady is the consultant, but he likes to have his own things, you know. I'm the same way. I like my stuff. It just is what it is. So all that's down below. And I will probably link my beadbox bargains, my bargain beadbox unboxing video also in the comments or in the description below. So with all that being said, let's get into doing this. I'm going to start with probably this way. I don't know. Or I just might just start with the ones that have the copper chain. I measured this chain ahead of time, and there is enough here to put two 20-inch brace necklaces. So I'm going to just take this chain and cut it in half. And then what I will do is I will take some from here, or just take some out of my bead box next to me and just cut a small piece for each to have a bit of an extender, or just have it handy so if somebody wants an extender, they can. I'm going to do like that and do that over there. Well, this one's a bit shorter. Let's do that and that there. It doesn't really matter. It's just the way I'm going to do it. This came from Lima Beads, and let me read to you exactly the description. So if you want to look for it, they have them. They are Greek bronze plated Flying Dove, and it was $2.10 about a week ago. I'm sure they still have them. They had quite a few left. I am pairing it with antique copper, just because bronze I don't have. So we are going to add a jump ring and possibly two, because this is going to hang the wrong way, I think. Let's see. Let's get this on. And I may grab me a bail. Let's see. No, I think that will be fine the way it is. Let's weave this through that jump ring. This is going to be very quick, very easy. I love it. I actually bought this for myself, but guys, I hardly ever wear jewelry unless I have some place to go, and I very seldom have any place to go. So your girl's pretty much a homebody. So yeah, that just is what it is. And I'm putting on a jump ring and a lobster and closing them up. I think what I'll do is just take stuff with me, because 20 inches is pretty close to what most people want their necklaces at. And if they request a, I'm going to check that. I did fix and replace let me show you this. The clasping on this, if you've seen my video, I did replace the clasp. All I did was cut this with a pair of cutters. I used a pair of Allens, add a jump ring, and then add the clasping. I'm going to bring you up just a hair, because I feel like y'all are right down on my, like my hands are in your face. That's a little better. And the chain and the jump rings are from Beadbox Bargains, and these were in a previous subscription box that came from Beadbox Bargains. And we're going to make sure that that is closed. And because copper and bronze likes to jump back open, we are going to work hard on that. Going to come back here and do likewise. It's something that I have found working with these, and it doesn't matter what company you get them from. It's just safer to do that than to not do that, and have something come open enough that your chain slips out. So there is project number 1. Very simple, very easy. And then this piece is absolutely adorable. I love it. It is sealed, as you can see the shininess of the sealant on this. So this will not tarnish. This also has a tarnish sealant on it. You can see it. So you know that they're not going to tarnish, which is amazing. We're going to also do the same thing. Both of these are going to be very simple. We're going to reach through. You do have a front and a back on the bail. You can see where the bail opens. We want to keep that to the back. Put our chain right through there. This one I might go ahead and put a extender on, because a lot of people, some will want this up higher on their chest, some will want it down lower, but you know what, if they want one, they'll ask. It just saves me waste of chain that I don't have a whole lot of this chain, and we're going to kind of straighten this chain out a little bit. So if I don't have to put a bail or a extender on this, you know, it's better. If they're happy with this being about 21 inches, that's good, because that's what this will come out to be when it's finished. Check my, and sometimes the coating on these will make them kind of stick together, and I'll just give it just a little bit of a squeeze. No, I'm not liking how he's working, so let's go ahead and take him back off. I'm not going to mess with that. It doesn't want to close back. Let's change him out for a better one. If you have one that doesn't want to open and close properly, change it out. Let's put him over there. And yeah, right there's my silver chain. Oh, I had such a hard time opening this package. I am going to take all of these out of this packaging. Because I really don't like it. Yeah, that one works fine. All right. Let's put that back on. Get a hold of him and him. These came from Amazon, and I have only had a few that out of the whole package that have been iffy like that didn't open and close correctly. But I'll tell you, the jump rings in those packages are not very good. They pull apart too easy. I like a 20 or 18 gauge jump ring because they are sturdier and they will stay closed. So there we have a very quick 2 necklaces. Very pretty, both of them. Very pretty. Let me get a dish to put my finished products in. So these 2 are done. We're going to put them right there and set them aside. All right, let's work on first this one because it is just going to be on chain. Everybody has their own preferences. Oh, please tell me this is not all the silver chain I have left. I will be very sad if it is. So the very first thing I'm going to do is measure me out some chain. And of course, whenever it gets down to the end, it seems like it wants to ball up. So I was discussing with Alan about, my setting up and all this. I don't know how we got on the subject. And I know that, guys don't always understand. So that's 24 inches. I don't want a full 24. I think I want to back this up to 21, and then there will be an inch of, jump rings and things like that. So I'll make it 22 inches. Okay. Some guys just don't understand the whole aspect of setting up and how things need to look pretty. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm sure you guys understand where I'm coming from. But this is going to need a jump ring. But when you're setting up, women walk up to your booth, and what's the first thing that they're going to notice? They're going to notice how your booth looks. If they walk up and your booth looks kind of crappy, so that you know what these are. These are the Zola Alamus Antique Silver Plated Owl Totem Charms, and they were 18 cents a piece. And I've been there. I started out with very few pieces, things, hung however I could on whatever I could, and that's okay. You got to start out somewhere, right? Everybody starts out somewhere. Never let anybody make you feel bad for starting out, wherever you can afford to start out. I know people that paid a lot of money for their setup, spent a lot of money for their setup, and then were absolutely in the hole, hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And, Alan, I bought the stuff and Alan helped me build that fold out thing that I use. And that helped bring me more sales. However, over the time, I've been able to add more pretty things to set up with. Okay. With that being said, people expect, a nice setup. They just do. So now when people walk up, they see all the pretty black, flocked things, and they see all the nice things that I have that I've got for my setup. And they come in my booth and they wander around and they look and they get to see all the nice things. I did notice that items that are on my necklace cards, people are very, very drawn to those brown necklace cards. They weren't very expensive, but I have sold so much jewelry, and the fold-out display thing, it's got the pegboard with the holes in it. Even though it has some really pretty nice jewelry on it, they give that a glance, and then you walked over to the thing that I bought that has the foam, like the, like kids use on their walls, that I bought and put the, what do you call it, guys? Contact paper on. I spent like a whole $3.25 plus the push pins. So basically $5 roughly. And people were buying whatever I put on there was selling. So A, it didn't have the holes distracting the people from what the jewelry looked like. And B, they were really attracted to anything that was on those cards, those necklace, holders. So I like that. Very simple. So there's a third piece done. This one's going to be a little different. So I kind of want to do my fold out thing a little different. I want to put contact paper so you're not seeing all the holes. And all those things on that board are eventually going to have, maybe all of you haven't seen what I'm talking about. I'm talking about these. So those are going to be on every piece of jewelry I have. This one's going to have some like beads. This is going to look wonderful with this totem. I have some open, but I'm not sure where I put them. And I don't feel like taking time to look. And I'm going to go through these anyways, so let's go ahead and get some out. Are they right here beside me? I don't think so. No. Okay. We're going to be burning through some of these today, so I may as well just open them. Open up a strand. In discussing this with him, he's like, oh, but you got to quit spending money, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you don't understand. People do not want to buy from you if your stuff looks like junk. You don't understand a woman's mindset on this stuff. And, oh, and I found them. Well, that's okay. So we got into a pretty good discussion about things, and he came up with the idea of all of my things, and and I'm like, I can't afford to, have an expensive awning and an expensive, sides. Those nicer awnings are $100 and all that. So, I can't do that. All right, what I'm going to use is this Bead Brilliant Bright 0.38 millimeter 7 strand. Just trying to get him to understand a woman's mindset, and he said, well, why don't we just do more of those fold out things? I said, yeah, but women don't want to bend over to look at everything that's sitting on the ground. I said, it's got to have legs. It's got to have legs. It's got to be up off the ground. So after some trying to get him to understand where I'm coming from and him to understand where he's coming from, we come to the conclusion what I need to do. We're going to make some of these. It's going to take me all winter to put them together. I have nothing going on until like probably April after ladies' night out. We are going to make some. This is going to need to be on a bale. And I literally just bought some. And I think that this bale is going to be perfect. And so we're going to be making like several of these, and even my black necklace stands will be on some of them, so my really nice jewelry will still hang. from what I want to say. They'll still hang from the black necklace things. All my jewelry will still be on there, but I'm going to punch a hole, and these are going to be fastened to those pegboard things, so that they're more attractive and prettier, because those are going to be my high dollar ones, if that makes sense. This will make it easier for me to set up, quicker for me to set up, because I won't have to set up each individual piece. And they'll still fold open, fold shut, the whole 9 yards. I'm excited to make these. I've seen other women with them. Plus, they will be on a, what do I want to call it? They will have like little legs. Okay. I may have to use a bigger jump ring here. There will be, yeah. This may, if I had a better grip, I probably wouldn't need a bigger jump ring. But my grip is terrible, guys. I'll try one more time. They will be on legs, because in order to hold them from falling over in the wind, which, you know, Missouri's like one of the windiest states there is, I swear, or at least this area seems to be. There's going to be like legs that are going to be like 2x6s or 2x8s, and there will be a slot cut in each of them on, you know, each end, because they'll be cut to a certain size. And when I set up, please, when I set up the board, you know, fold out the pegboard thing. There we go. I just had to ask it nicely, I guess. So I have about, I'd say 16 inches of this. That's more than enough. So when I set up my pegboard, it will set into the slots on the 2x6 or 2x8, whichever I decide to use. And it will lift it up off the ground, so it's not real low to the ground. And then we will have, I'll have like probably 6 of these total. I think we'll do all of my jewelry plus a table for me to work from. I love it. So I'm excited on that. Guys just have a different aspect on what they think things should look. They're like, I'm looking to see what other kind of bead caps or bead spacer beads I have. I know that guys like have I'm gonna get some of these out. I'm not gonna use a whole lot of metal with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's enough of those. It's really hard when you have a guy that is all like, what's the word I want to use? You know, like a bull in a china shop kind of thing. And you're trying to be bougie kind of thing. And the two worlds just don't collide very well. But I think that we come up with a really good plan, and I'm hoping that it works. We're just going to take, after all of my setups are done this winter, we're just going to take time and set up the first one and see how it looks. I really like how this is coming out. This is going to be gorgeous. Look at that. Oh my gosh, beautiful. So what I've done is I've taken from Beadbox Bargains these 3.2 millimeter spacer beads. One of the, they're like a mini pumpkin shaped or whatever they're calling this. I can't remember. They were in this month's bead box. And then another one, just like that. And putting them between these gorgeous spacer beads that were in that I got in my last order. 1, 2, 3. I think I'm going to go ahead and do one more set, and then I think that's plenty because I don't want it to look too beaded. Come on, there we go. One more of these, and then I'm going to do 3. So I'll have to get more of these 3.2 millimeters. All except for the wire and the Zola Totem Owl came from Beadbox Bargains. How gorgeous is that? Also, I'm going to be using these. You can get these also from Beadbox Bargains. The ones I have here from Amazon. These are Stop It beads if you look at Beadbox Bargains. And I'm going to measure. Well, let me first finish my other side. I have way too much wire here, but I will be utilizing this throughout the day, so not a problem. We're going to go ahead and finish this side. So anyways, that is my plan for next year's setup. It'll make it easier, quicker. Instead of a 3-hour setup, I should be able to set up in roughly maybe an hour, hour and a half. So, you know, it's just keeping it looking nice and still being able to making my setup easy. Part of it is due to my health, and other parts is, you know, a lot of times I'm set up outside. I have to deal with the wind. As you can hear the wind right now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. You know, that wind is brutal. Let's see. I'm going to have to take and break them apart. That is just because of the when they're made, that coating kind of sticks together. Just simply give it a quick clip apart. 2, 3. One more of these. Now I'm going to get out 3 more of the spacers. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to coming up with new ways to set up, easier ways to set up, and making it not only quicker but easier, and still keeping it looking nice. All right, let's measure this. I'm going to get I found my measuring tape. So we are at 4.5 inches roughly. So it's going to be about 5 inches. And I want this to be 22, so I need 17 inches of chain. And that's nowhere near enough. That's good enough to make other things with. Grab my silver. Where did I just put it? I literally just used it. Divided in half is 8.5 inches. Plus I'm going to have an inch of that, so 7.5 inches. No, that's not right. Let me see. 8.5 and 8.5 is 17.5. So I want to take off, well, it's actually going to be 6. All right. Start from the beginning because I just confused myself. I have 4.5 inches. I want to make this, it's going to roughly be 5 by the time I add this and the amount of space. So I need 17 inches, 16 inches, so 8 inches, 2 pieces of 8-inch. Okay, that was much more easier. I don't know why I made that so much difficult, so difficult for myself. There we go. If you're wondering why I backed it up just a hair, is because I need to give myself that extra little space because it's a little more than an inch for the jump rings and everything on the there we go. Now I gotta measure that again. Did you see what I did? I yanked it right out of my hand. The jump ring and the 2 jump rings and the lobster clasp equals just a shade over an inch, like 1.25 inches. Okay, don't pull it out of your hand. Okay, so there we have 2 pieces. That's done. Now we're going to take one end, we're going to grab our stop-it bead, and this end is easy. Well, if I don't drop it, we're going to put our stop-it bead on. We're going to take one end of our chain, and we're just going to thread it through the chain, just like that. We're going to bring it back through the stop-it bead, and then we're going to bring our stop-it bead to our chain, leaving our chain room to move, just like that. Now I'm going to hold this in place. I'm going to grab my I have such a mess again. Grab my crimp tool. I'm going to put it in the very last one. I'm going to make sure it is standing up and down correctly, straight up and down, and press. I'm going to put it in the last one. Make sure it's standing up and down, and I'm going to use both hands because I don't have the strength I used to, and give it a tug. Nothing's going anywhere. And I am going to clip this off short. It will go through the beads. Now I'm simply going to let it fall down in place, just like that. Now we're going to do likewise over here. Put my stop-it bead on. Whoops. Grab my piece of chain. Put it on. Put it back through my stop it bead in one of my spacer beads. Get a hold of it. And give it all a tug. I'm going to push this all down like that, and then give it a tug. Give it a wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Right about there. I'm going to hold this in place. I'm going to again put it in here. Now I won't show you and go through the steps with each one. So if you need to reference back to this point, you can. And tug test. Reach up in here. Give him a clip. And it's done. Now, I'm going to set that aside because that's enough to do a bracelet with. And I'm going to put my jump rings. There's that one. And I thought I had a big one out here for it, but I don't. So let me grab that. I do use the jump rings from Boughs Bargains. They are, the silver ones are an 20 gauge. Plus I have the 4mm jump rings from Boughs Bargains that are an 18 gauge. If you can see that, they are really nice. And they stay closed so much better. I'm going to open. Put that on. Put that on. It is hard to find and then I go and mess it up by not lining my jump ring up. Oh, you know what? This isn't even silver. This is one of those bad ones. I go and grab the wrong one. Okay, I need to make sure I take my bad ones off the table and get rid of them. Okay, that looks more like a silver one. Oh my goodness, guys. I thought it looked like a different color. It was. Oh, that even feels different. Okay. It's like, that's strange. Why is he not closing? Oh, so much different. Look at that, guys. So there's that one. Now we're going to take this one, open it, and close this. Now I'm being roasted out by my heater. All I wanted to do is take the dampness out. So I'm going to have to turn that sucker off. Oh, I didn't check this. Whoops. Nope, I'm going to have to open that. Hold on. Okay, I had to check and see if Alan needed anything. There we go. Much better. I really like that. All right, a lot of that I've learned is knowing what the customers in your area like. because knowing that helps you to be able to provide jewelry that will sell. Like I discovered that my customers prefer the necklaces having like this metal component for beading instead of a bunch of colorful beads. To me, that's sad. I love a colorful beaded necklace. I love using like different color beads. Well, I guess I should have just beaded over here. But, you know, it's not always about what you want. It's about what your customers like. All right, so I have that strand put up. Let's put these away and get out my next bunch. I'll be right with you. Okay, so that took me a while, and you guys, only a few seconds. I think I have everything out that I need to make these projects, and you're not really seeing everything because everything's kind of not in your view. But that's okay, because we're only going to do a couple things at a time. Let's concentrate on the cats first. I am going to make 2 cat earrings. And you know what? I need head pins for them, not eye pins, which is okay. Let's make these stand-up cats first. The sitting cats. Let's get he's working on things, so you're going to hear that. Actually, my heat is off, so let me shut my door. Okay, it'll be much cooler, or quieter in here. Okay, I think what I was going to do is put one of these little spacer beads from the recent bargain bead box, and then I kind of like the idea of the marshmallow because it'll make the cat look like he's sitting on a little throne. Yeah, let's try it and see how it looks. I kind of like it. And then we're going to put like a bead on top. I don't know, I might go with, that's not looking right. It's sitting funky. That little, I don't know. Yeah, it keeps kicking off, and I think it's, these marshmallow beads have such big holes. So let's just get rid of that. Let's see how this looks. Probably won't look right now. Oh, heck no. Okay, that's why we just design on the fly. And let's go ahead and put, now I can't find it. There's a teeny tiny little hole. I think it'd be good. Because it's got all different colors in it. Okay, we are going to take and cut off about that much. And then I'm going to grab it here. I'm going to start to roll, release, and roll some more. Then I'm going to come in here and grab that little bit and then roll my loop. Come in here, roll it back this way towards me, and then finish closing my loop, and I will finish closing that when I add it to my ear wire, which is right here. This is the front of the ear wire. I'm going to take my pliers and I'm going to open this. The kitty cat is going to roll, so that will be fine. And then when I close this, I will close that loop just like I'm closing a jump ring. If I get my ear wire out of the way. And then I'm going to hold still, quit rolling, just like that, and he's closed. So there's one earring. I'm going to make sure this is straight. It's got a slight little curve in it, but I think it'll be okay. Again, we decided to go with this. Every time I try to find that curve, it disappears on me. The cat, this blue and multicolored bead. Clip that off. And again, roll. Bring that loop back. So I don't have to struggle with the cat. I'm just going to close it up now. That was way too much of a struggle. And like I said, this cat will turn in circles, so it doesn't matter which is front or back when you put this on, it will just turn around. So we're just going to put it on the ear wire. These lever back ear wires came from, you can find them on BB Craft. If you go through my playlist, you'll find links to BB Craft and all kinds of great savings. So there's that pair of kitty cat earrings. We did not use those. Let's get this pair. So I'm going to grab, and I want the blue on the bottom. I want this to look like he's got a collar on. Like that, with that little blue bead underneath. I'm going to put this multicolor on the top because he looks like a tortoiseshell kitty. And now we're just going to go ahead and trim. And this pair is just that simple. Oops, he came back at me. How many of you have kitty cats? I have a tortoiseshell. Her name is Heifer. How many of you have a tortoiseshell? They have a very unique temperament. Let's just call it that. They have a tortitude. And yeah, they are a very unique cat. And tortoiseshells can be any breed. Can have a tortoiseshell coloring. And yeah, they definitely have an attitude. Heifer is not alone on that for sure. But, you know, I enjoy her company. I wouldn't know what to do without her. I've had her for almost a year now. And I don't know why someone decided to drop her off, whether it was her attitude, if there was issues with money, someone passed away in the family and nobody else wanted her, or just nobody wanted her anymore. So whatever the case is, I have her. And she lets you know she's very demanding. If you have a cat, let me know what your cat's name is and what kind of temperament they have. I'll put the ear wires on. I apparently laid out an extra one here. That's fine. Oh my goodness, I picked up one of the shiny ones. And is there really a difference? No, there isn't. Here's a shiny one. There isn't a difference. Or maybe they're not shiny. Okay, there's the shiny ones. Okay. It doesn't matter. I did okay. But anyways, you know, she yeah, she's something else. She's picky about her food. She's picky about, you know, you better be feeding her first thing in the morning, and you better be, you know, not late. And, you know, she's demanding about what time she gets fed, and she lets you know if it's beyond 5 o'clock at night, you have better be putting food, dry food in her dish. And in the morning, you better be giving her her moist food. So there's that pair front and back. There's that pair front and back. The kitty cats have faces on both sides. Okay, and we did not use those. Now this pair, I'm not sure exactly how I want to do it. Those are acorns. They're check glass. I kind of want to hang both of these, but I don't really want to hang these from here. I want to hang them from here, where they have that extra loop. But I think it's too much up top. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and hang them from the bottom. So, yeah. But, you know, I wouldn't part with her. So, I think I want the pine cone on the inside when I go to put them together. I know they're two different trees, so before somebody says anything, yes, I know. Acorns do not come from the same tree as a pine cone. And that is okay. There's that. These, I believe, came from Lima beads. And these all came from Beadbox Bargains. Now, I do not have, let me double check. I'm pretty sure I don't. I do, but I think that they are like 22 gauge. Yeah, look at how easy they bend. We do not want to do that. So these are a little bit more sturdy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make jump rings out of these. Those other ones just I could wrap them around my finger. Those are probably like a 24 gauge. These are probably a 22 gauge. These are on earrings. Otherwise, I would not be doing this. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut the very end of this off. And I'm going to make a loop on the very end. I'm going to bend it backwards because I want to make this into look like a shepherd's hook. And I'm going to close that. There we go. And I'll close that when I put this on like that. So this is going to hang down from there. But first, let's go ahead and close this up. I'm going to hold it against my finger and bring this up around. And it's definitely being stubborn. Hold it together. Okay. And now I'm going to put my acorn on. So this will probably be this earring. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to clip off and give myself plenty of room because this is going to bend differently. Oops. I kind of wanted to use him again if I could. Should have plenty of room. And we are going to bend and make a nice good size loop. I want to give this a neck so that it will freely swing, and I have plenty to work with to make sure this is closed and work harden this entire thing. Now, I'm going to add this to here. Open. Put it on. And they're going to swing, so I guess it really doesn't matter which earring we put this on. I just looked up to make sure I was recording. Now's not the time to wonder. I like it. Like I said, they're going to swing around, so there's one. Now let's go ahead. I don't know if I have enough. There's that much. There's that. I think I do. Let's try it. Again, we're going to make a loop for the bottom. Make a shepherd's hook. swing this open. Put this on. And let's go ahead and, whoops, and he falls off. Which way is he facing? Turn this around. Bring it on from the back. Let's see if I have it right. I do. Okay. Oops. And work hard and all that. Put my acorn on. And I have more than enough. I'm going to need to cut some of that off. There we go. Again, I want to make sure I give myself a neck. I'll check my neck and make sure they are the same because I think I gave it too much of a neck. I did. So all I'm going to do is clip like right about here. And then I'm going to kind of straighten my neck back up right here. And then continue rolling. And then bring this back. There we go. Much better. Fix this. Bring this on down. I still feel like I've gotten an awful long neck. Nope, they're about the same. I just want to make sure that they are closed. Work hard in that. And put this on the earring. Now let me see that I have it the right way. Nope, I want to turn it this way. There we go. This way? Nope, turn it around. This way. I'm making sure they're mirrored, which they are. I'm going to close it. Ta-da! I like it. So there is our third pair of earrings. All right, let's go ahead and do the polar bears. These are so cute. Let me get all this up out of our way. We didn't use any of those at all. I thought I would. All right, now the polar bears are going to need the silver head pins again. I thought I was going to need, I got a bunch of the other ones out and then I didn't need them. I'm just straightening my head pins a little. The polar bears are going to be very simple. I'm going to put a icy blue, gosh, I've had these for quite a while and I don't remember what they were called. They're from Bead Box Bargains, from one of the subscription boxes. And I don't have my papers hung up here like I want to have, and I'll get to them. But something I have planned for, you know, going forward. It's just stuff I want to do. And I'm going to roll probably that much of a loop. And then I'm going to roll back. So of the winter variety of animals, I'm talking like polar bears, penguins, the kind of animals you would, see kind of from winter perspective things, reindeer, that kind of thing. What is your favorite animal? I'm kind of, you know, I just like to see them all. I pretty much like all animals. And I like to see animals let's say, um, black panthers in snow. You know, Arctic foxes are beautiful, but boy, are they ever hard to see in snow. But that is their defense. Um, that snow protects them. Their coat protects them. So pretty. I'm going to make sure that is closed all the way. It is wanting to swing, so there we go. I think I want to close out a little bit better. It's open just a hair. There we go. Much better. So, I'm one of those people that I've always loved all animals, and I think that wildlife is beautiful, but yet I understand the need to hunt. It is a way to provide food for the table during, everything that went on. And meat was so expensive. Yes, I did hunt. And yes, I did provide meat for my table, but that was back when I could eat, meat. Aren't they beautiful? I love these earrings. So pretty. And I grew up eating things like venison and, all kinds of goodies like that. So I think here I do want to hang them from jump rings just to give them more fluidity and more flow. So I'm going to do that. I grew up, where my dad hunted, my brothers hunted. We always had meat pretty much in the freezer. And, that's what sometimes all we had was fried venison sandwiches, or, SOS, or, it was white sauce gravy with peas. I still, to this day, have a hankering for white gravy with peas in it. I still have a hankering for my mom's potluck soup, which us kids were like, oh, mom's making her famous soup. We loved it as kids growing up. We did not realize my mom was making it because that was all it was left in the cupboard, And I'm sure that made my mom feel really, really good, that what she was making made us kids very happy. You know what? They may be simple, but I love these little earrings. Oh my goodness. I love them. Okay, I bet they don't stay on the table very long. And I'm actually going to make another pair, but they're going to be this color. So let's get them done. How many of you grew up that way? That was a one of those burner things that shoots out hot air. Yes, I know this is a really big copper thing, but that's the only size I have. He's getting us ready for winter. How many of you are getting prepared for a wet, cold winter? Wet and cold meaning we're going to get some snow, guys. It's going to be a wet, cold winter. So that's what he's doing, is getting us ready. And I think I'm going to hang these like this, and then these leaves from that. Let's see how they turn out. Okay, let's start with one pair. I want to put this on here, and I'm going to put this on because I want my leaf to dangle farther down. I don't want him to point outwards. You probably need one more of these. So this is how this should hang, like that. I like that. And yes, I will need to get one more of these out. Let's see. Do I have him laying here? Yes, I do. So what kind of preparations do you or your family take to get ready for winter? I know he's already filled his fuel tanks and that kind of thing, and he's getting the charger or the battery, what is that big thing, generator, making sure it's ready. And oh gosh, what else have we been doing? I am getting a oh, what's it called for in here? I spoke about it earlier. Dehumidifier for the camper, because you know, the moisture in here, not only does it cause it to be like everything damp, and the walls literally look like they're crying, but it causes it to be very a lot colder in here than there. I want that to be that way. And I want to take this and hook it right through here, and then put my ear wire on. It just makes it feel colder, that damp air. So there is this ear wire. That'll be on this side. You know, we live way out in the middle of the country, so, you know, making sure that everything is ready, and it seems like power goes out, you know, quite a bit. So now if I did this right, there we go. So there we have some earrings. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pairs, 7 pairs of earrings. Let's get this pair down here too. 7 pairs of earrings. I have not made a single bracelet. And we are at, how many minutes are we in? 1 hour and 21 minutes. I told you guys this was going to be a pretty long video. I kind of want to make one bracelet with you guys. So let's get a dish out to put the earrings in. And I bought that little blue elephant. Where did I put him? I put him in. Let me go get him, and we will work on that bracelet. Or maybe that'll be too long. I don't want to do a bracelet that's really long-winded. What can we work on, guys? I don't want to do a really long-winded bracelet. How about let's do a simple one using let's do a simple one with those. I don't know. I haven't had time to plan it out. I've done bracelets with that. Suppose we could do a kitty cat. Well, no, I haven't had time to think it out. I want to be able to have time to think it out. Let's do a bracelet with flowers. And let's do, oh, you know what? Let's do this. I like that idea. And let's just find some small beads to go with it. Okay, small beads, small beads, small beads. You're beading on the fly with me, guys. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Perfect. These right here. Absolutely perfect. Okay. And I think we'll just go with these gold seed beads for spacers. Let's put this bracelet together. I told you I had just enough of this left over to do a bracelet with, so we have that. Let's get some gold seed beads out. And these are 11-0 Toho perma-finish galvanized starlight. And let's get, because this is going to be our center of our focal, I'm going to put some of these, and I want we may add just a few of those, and then let's have one of these For our closure, let's do some of the stop it beads and get us a gold lobster clasp. There we are. Let's put this baby together. So I am going to put a clip on one end. Let's work on this very center focal. This is going to be the center. I think that we're going to put a bead here. Oh, you know what? I have these two. Let's see. Will that 3mm go inside of there? No, it will not. That will be perfect. Let's go ahead and put another one. Then I don't have to put them away. Perfect. And let's go ahead and do the flower on this side. And I may have to get a different flower because this one seems to have something stuck in it. Let's put a pin through it and see if I can get whatever's in there out. There we go. Sometimes that's all you need to do. There we are. And let's get some of these off. First thing I'm going to do is get some seed beads. We're going to put on one seed bead. Maybe we'll do two right here next to the flower. And then let's go ahead and get one of these. And then a seed bead. Let's do two. And then we're going to use the white one. This is a nice contrast to that orange. It's got a bit of an orange color to it. And then let's do a couple of seed beads. One of these. A couple more seed beads. And I'm going to stop and measure this because this is our center focal. And we are currently at 2.5 inches, so we have a ways to go. So I think I'm going to go a big 3.2mm. So some of these are from Beadbox Bargains and some is from, actually let's do another one of these. And I'm picking the orangey ones out. And some are for Lima beads. And then one of these big ones. Another orange one. I should have left that out inchwise. So I need to basically go another 1/4 inch. So let's go ahead and do a 3.2 spacer bead and a couple of seed beads. I'll get my measure back here, line it up. Yeah, it's right at 3 inches. So that would be 6, and then roughly 3/4 of an inch. So let's go ahead and call that good. And let's go ahead and finish this end off. I'm going to add a stop it bead. On this end, I'm going to double check my let me give it a hand. These are from Bead Box Bargains, so they may just be a little stuck with the coating. Come on. Yeah, the coating was stuck. So after putting on my stop it bead, I'm going to put on my lobster. I'm going to bring my stop it bead back to my lobster. This will give me plenty of room on that end. You don't want to short yourself. So I know that 2 strands will not go through. 2 strands will not go through these little tiny toe hose. I'm trying to get my wires so they're not tangled. Okay, they're not tangled. And I'm going to leave myself room for that to move. I'm going to hold this up and down. I'm going to put this in my crimp tool, straight up and down, and then press down. You move it to the very end. I'm doing it twice because I don't have the strength I used to have. There we go. Tug test, it's on there tight. I'm going to trim that back. Make sure you trim off the correct end. And then I'm going to bring this all the way down. Now I'm going to reverse what I did on the other side. I have 2 seed beads. Get them all down here where I need them. I will need to get out a few more of the big ones, I believe. The very end of this has a crimp to it, so we'll get rid of that. 2 seed beads. A big bead, big 3.2 millimeter spacer bead. Where'd the marshmallow bead go? He's like, oh no, you're not going to use me. There he is. I call him marshmallow bead. I can't remember what they called them on Lima beads, but I love them. They look like a toasted marshmallow. Another 3.2 millimeter, and then I put on 1. Nope, I put on my flower next. There we go. Then 2 more of the, toe hose, and get some more of these off because I'm using the more oranger ones. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. No wonder they didn't want to come off. Orange. And then I'm putting on 2 more seed beads. And now I can't remember what they're called, but they're beautiful. Ah, my goodness. Yep, my brain. It's toast. Okay. Another one of the, I believe these were appetite. I don't remember now, guys. They were in a bargain bead box about 3 months ago. He has something in him. So 2 more of those. Okay. And then I went and put 1 more. And then I went, so I went to a 3.2 millimeter. Yep, I need to get some more of those out. I think I only need one, two, that's it. All right, I'm gonna get out what I need, and then I don't have a bunch to put away. So I need 1. I really want another more orangey one. That one's got more orange to it. Oh my goodness. I have no clue where he just went. I cannot believe that happened. Okay. There we go. So we have 1, 1, 1. And then I went to 1, 2. Now I'm going to double check everything. Okay, now I'm going to add my stop it bead. Okay, my fingers don't want to work. I get it. I totally get it. And I'm going to lay this down. I want to make sure that my jump ring is closed. So I'm going to put it in my bent nose and my flat pliers, and I'm going to work it back and forth and make sure that it is shut. I'm actually going to kind of work hard in it. Good Lord. I'm squeezing it so tight so that I don't drop it. I squeeze it right out of my hands. It is not where I need it to be. Okay. Now I'm going to put this on, and I'm going to loop it around through my stop it bead. Okay, come on. Just cooperate with me, please, and thank you. There. And then I'm simply going to grab my jump ring. You want to make sure you're not pulling where your opening is on your jump ring. And I'm going to tug till I have it where I want it. I want it just a little bit close. There we go. Make sure my bracelet is bendable. And I'm going to hold everything and it backed up. This part really gets kind of fiddly because it will back up on you. So I'm going to hold it tight. Get my crimp tool. stand it up, and I just felt everything slide. There we go. Once and twice. Give it a tug test. We're good. We're good. Now I can come over here and clip my extra. All right, this is so pretty. I've been wanting to make a bracelet with, you know, just the orange and the fall colors, you know, that fall crispy fogginess. How pretty is that? Hold on, I'm going to clear this away and bring out all of the pieces I just made. Okay, everybody, I have everything laid out with you today. We have made 4 necklaces, 1 bracelet, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pairs of earrings. And we've done it in less than 2 hours. I want to thank everybody for watching this video. Comment down below if you made it through the whole video or not. And let me know which was your favorite piece that I made. Yeah, I appreciate each and every one of you that watch these longer videos. It makes the algorithm work out so much better on YouTube. And it helps grow my channel, even if you just leave it playing and just walk away. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. I love each and every one of you. And I'll talk to all of you guys down in the comments below. And happy Sunday, everybody. Love you all. Bye.